sound's not on.
Okay. Hey everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to Travel Talk. As you know, we had originally planned to finish up the DVC resorts, but for some reason, Disney always kind of gets in our way with something. And today they made several announcements. They made the announcements about the Star Wars hotel that's coming, and they released information about the Magic Key, which is Disneyland's new annual pass. So we thought we would just shove those DVC resorts to the side again and talk about what is current news. Hello, Katrina.
Hi,
welcome
Katrina.
in. Well, glad you're here.
I'm not even wearing Disney. I'm wearing my Ravenclaw shirt.
I'm wearing my new Friends t-shirt that Sam got me.
Oh.
All right. So the Magic Key. So if you don't know, the Magic Key is Disney's new answer to the annual pass at Disneyland. We do not know what the one at Disney World will look like, but it is coming back. It should be back by the 50th anniversary. So keep watching here because you know we will talk about it. So this is from the Disney Parks blog. It says
I might get it.
Huh?
I might get an annual pass. I haven't decided yet. I might.
We have a 10-day park ticket, and we are going to upgrade to an annual pass while we're there.
I wanted to do that when we had a 10-day park ticket, but that was in October and they weren't doing it.
Boo!
Oh, no.
Okay, there's so much excitement happening right now at the Disneyland Resort. Ooh, sorry, from exploring the all-new superhero-themed land of Avengers Campus and Disney's California Adventure Park to living out your own Star Wars story in Galaxy's Edge. Plus, fireworks are back with Mickey's Mixed Magic. All 3 of our Disneyland Resort hotels have opened. There's lots of dining and things going on as well. Okay. So we are pleased to announce the Magic Key program, a new guest-centric offering that will deliver choice, flexibility, and value for park admission, special access to unique experiences, valuable saving opportunities, and more. There's going to be 4 options of the Magic Key passes to provide guests and their families with choices that fit various needs and lifestyle preferences for how they wish to visit Disneyland. So you're going to be able to choose your key. The top key is the Dream Key, which is $1,399. If you are a California resident, you can pay $102 per month for 12 months after a $179 down payment. It is reservation-based admission to one or both theme parks every day of the year. You may hold up to 6 park reservations at a time, 20% off select merchandise, 15% off select food and beverage, and theme park parking is included. So the next level down is the Believe Key, which is $949. For California residents, it's $65 per month after the down payment. It is a reservation-based admission to one or both theme parks most days of the year. You still get 6 park reservation holds at a time, 10% off merchandise, 10% off select food and beverage. But here's the thing, you only get 50% off of theme park parking. So definitely if you are looking at the difference between the Believe and the Dream, I would really factor in how many times that you plan to go to Disneyland and start adding up your half price parking. You may end up paying, getting closer to that Dream Key, especially with the higher merchandise and food and beverage discount.
And there's also blackout dates on the Believe.
Mm-hmm. So the next is the Enchant Key. It is $649 or $40 for California residents after down payment. Ooh, that was a really, really weird breath. Reservation, literally it hitched in my lungs. Reservation-based admission to one or both theme parks select days of the year. With the Enchant Key, you get 4 park reservation holds at a time. So that's a big deal. That's 2 days. And you get 10% off of merchandise and food and beverage, and there's full price on theme park parking. So,
and their parking, from what Christina said, is like $27 a day, unless you park 5 minutes down the road, and it's like $3 to begin with, and then $1 every hour or something like that.
So parking is very, very different at Disneyland than it is at Walt Disney World.
They did say most of the places charge per the hour, like $1 per hour. After, like, you pay a certain amount, you get so many hours, and then it's $1 per hour after that.
So the Imagine Key is only for Southern California residents. So that's not even the whole state. It's just Southern California residents. And that is that's the only one that specifies a part of California is this Imagine Key. It's
Randy.
Hey, Randy.
I'm sorry. I gotta interrupt because it is so funny. I could hear Luna whining, so I texted my son to ask him to take her out, but I said my daughter's name instead of my dog's name.
Would you take her out of here?
He came down here and said something. I was like, "Oh, I meant Luna." Sorry. Continue.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Now I'm totally lost where I was at now. Imagine Key. Thank you. It's a reservation. It is $399 or $19 a month for 12 months for Southern California residents only. After the deposit, you can hold 2 park reservations at a time, 10% off merchandise, food, and beverage. So that to me isn't a great deal.
No, like their theme park, their annual passes, like that, $399 is more than the package I have at Universal. And Universal's free parking, 10% off food and merchandise, and 10% off at City Walk. Free parking. I think I already said that. No blackout dates whatsoever. I have no blackout dates, and mine is like $348 or something like that.
So this is just crazy insane to me on the Imagine Key. I don't imagine that very many Southern California residents are going to go for that one. They're going to spend $250 more and go with the Enchant Key.
My guess is it's going to be people that live further down south in Southern California that might go up to LA twice a year.
Hello, Eric Lee. Welcome in.
Hi, Eric.
And so you can become a Magic Key holder starting on August 25th. So like literally in 21 days. So let's click on over here.
And the other thing is like, so the thing with Universal Park tickets, their annual pass, like the one that I got, is cheaper than getting a 2-day park to park pass.
Yeah.
So it's better to get the annual pass.
Definitely, if you're looking at going into Universal for more than a couple days, definitely talk to Christy or myself or whoever you're using as a travel agent, or to Universal themselves, but go through a travel agent. We need to make some money. And have them look at the cost between the just day ticket and an annual pass, because if nothing else, you're going to get some food discounts, you're going to get some merchandising discounts,
free parking,
you're going to get the parking, you're going to have access to the pass holder lounge. So
and they give you like buttons, little cute buttons. You want me to go grab one? It's like right in the other room.
Sure.
Okay, but they give you cute little buttons and magnets and things like that.
So I'll go ahead and share this while Christy is getting that. It's the Magic Key. It's pretty much everything that we saw. This is the infographic. So that's what I clicked on. All right, let's try this. See what happens here. Okay, here we go. It's beginning August 25th. And it goes over the 4 keys. And so important details. To enter a theme park, each Magic Key holder must have a valid theme park reservation in addition to a valid Magic Key pass. Park reservations are limited and subject to availability, public health order, and applicable pass blockout dates, and are not guaranteed for any specific dates or park. Magic Key pass blockout dates and admission dates that can be visited with the park reservation will vary by pass type and theme park. Additionally, park reservations may not be available on select holidays or certain theme parks. So definitely, like, take a look and really look at the calendar and things and the blackout dates when you if you're making a decision. Let's see. Here's the calendar. Are you seeing? No. Okay. Let me. So I don't know how big I can. There we go. So it looks like the Dream Key does not have any blackout dates. So that would make sense because it is the higher pricing one. So definitely go and make sure and check that out if that's something that you're looking at. Hello, Birdwell. Welcome in. It was that way for us with Legoland. You go twice and it pays for itself. 100%. Definitely take a look at what your cost is. And especially if you're planning on going on another trip, go, okay, well, can we go on our next trip within the dates of our annual pass? When I was a pass holder and I got a pass in 2019, and I sold it back because I didn't know when I was going back in 2020 or in 2021. But I had plans to do the Star Wars 5K. I had plans to do some other things. So I got the annual pass. And welcome, Daphne, to the stream. Danger Prone Daphne is joining us tonight. Now she looks like the Wolf Man.
Danger Pro Daphne, huh? Okay, so Universal, they give you magnets. This is a magnet. It's a pass holder magnet. It's at Christmas one. It's at Christmas time. And then every month they have a new button.
Oh, it's a banana.
Yep, this one says resist. But when they had the Velocicoaster come out, they had a Velocicoaster one, and I have that one too.
It's supposed to be like.
You actually have to be in the park to get these.
Yeah, you have to be in the park to get it.
Did you go to Universal already?
No, I've been a pass holder since October.
Oh.
September, actually.
Oh, guys, I did not realize how much of a hot mess I looked.
Right, I'm going to go look these up. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Jinkies, Daphne.
So
Randy's Velma.
So really, it does make sense if you are planning to travel multiple times, whether you're going to Disney, Universal, Legoland, Silver Dollar City, to definitely look at pricing and see if an annual pass is worth it to you. So that was kind of about the Magic Key. Definitely, if it's something that you are looking at, definitely be ready to get that on August 25th. I can see websites going down.
Probably.
That's just how it goes. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is, I'm going to make this big. There we go. The information came out for the Star Wars Galactic Cruiser, and they do have a video on YouTube that you can go watch. It's the official first commercial, and it's set to open in spring of 2022. And it debuted with its first commercial, so it's a 30-second commercial, so we'll watch it here.
First time, it's real. We've traveled to the far reaches of the galaxy. We got recruited by the Resistance. And now... We gotta go see the ship. No. We're gonna save the galaxy.
Okay, so that is a little commercial that they came out with. So this is also from the Disney Parks blog. It says, after you've watched this 1 or maybe 10 times, here are fun moments that stood out to me. We already know that our adventure will begin at the Galactic Star Cruiser Terminal at Walt Disney World, where we'll enter a launch pod and head out into space. In this new clip, we watch at a viewpoint as the pod jumps to hyperspace, followed by a sudden appearance of the Halcyon Star Cruiser, our home base for this immersive 2-night adventure in a galaxy far, far away. The dining experience will be a highlight. So there's dining included, but not alcohol. The Resistance is apparently always looking for new recruits, but will you join the Resistance or the Alliance? As our hero's family rushes into the scene, you get a view out to space over his shoulder, and then a quick look in the cabin. So, I mean, there's also a behind the scenes that you can do. You can go to StarWarsGalacticCruiser.com, which we will do. And I'll just copy and paste that over into my shared screen here in a second. So we'll go here and paste it here so we can continue to look at it instead of me stopping my screen 5 million times. So the overview, it says, see it, feel it, live it. It's a revolutionary 2-night experience where you are the hero. You and your group will embark on a first of its kind Star Wars adventure that's all your own. It's the most immersive Star Wars story ever created, one where you live a bespoke experience and journey further into a Star Wars adventure. So this is what it looks like it's going to be looking like as you walk in. I mean, it's pretty interesting.
There is one caveat to the dining. If you want a chef's table, you pay extra. And like, you know how that usually goes. If you want to sit at the chef's table and get all the experience, it's different. But the dining, they also have like, because it's a 2-night stay. So so the 2 nights that you are there, you'll have dinner, and the dinner will be different each night because everybody's going to be experiencing it at the same time. It's not like somebody checks in on Monday and then somebody checks in on Tuesday. The whole group, like everybody checks in on Monday and they're there for the 3 days, and then it recycles again. Yeah.
So you'll eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner all there. It's included, except for anything like alcoholic drinks in the lounge.
And then when you're at, when they take you to Batu, they provide food there for you.
Yes, you get a quick service meal at Docking Bay 7 or other select locations.
Hi, Princess Paula Bell.
Hey, Paula. Welcome in.
Hello.
So, highlights. You'll have the power to choose your path. This, to me, was... I've always said that this concept was somebody from the 90s who did the Choose Your Own Adventure, because that's exactly what it reminds me of. It's one of those old Choose Your Own Adventure books. So you'll be part of the story. You'll be able to interact with the Play Disney Parks app, where you can play games and stuff in the parks while you wait. There'll be a lightsaber training. There's bridge training. There's the planet excursion to Batu. There's a lounge. And here's a sample itinerary. So you arrive at your terminal at 1 p.m. You launch pod to Star Cruiser, orientation, refreshments, sabbatic lessons, muster, captain's reception, dinner featuring live music, outer rim regala, unexpected story moment. For example, you might have to prove your mettle to join an elite smuggling ring, hide a stowaway to help the resistance. Then there's bridge training and special entertainment. So day 2, you have breakfast, and then you go to Batu, and then it looks like you get to ride Rise of the Resistance as part of this. Then you have another story moment. Then you ride Smuggler's Run. Then there's lunch. Then you go back to the Star Cruiser for lightsaber training, droid racing, model ship building, tournaments, cocktails, dinner, another story moment, and your finale. And then on day 3, you have breakfast, and then you leave. To me, this seems like some of their stuff that they have on the Disney cruises. You can buy apparel. Some people thought that there would be like outfits for rent, and I think potentially maybe before COVID there might have been, but I think we're going to see less of that. I mean, we already back to Universal. They used to have all of the different house robes for when you got pictures done at the photo studio, and now they don't. So.
Did you see the pricing? I saw pricing earlier.
Yes, I hadn't gotten. I think pricing is up here under prepare for launch or starting to plan. We will find the pricing. Okay, that is not what I wanted.
Get it together, Lena.
Hey, I am sorry.
You should be.
Okay. So there's some different.
We'll say when we're preparing for these travel talks, it's like exhausting. It gets exhausting.
Especially when you like have been at work all day.
Yeah.
And then you switch plans like 2 minutes before the stream starts.
Yeah.
So the standard.
I thought we were going over more of those room thingies.
Yeah. Yeah, but they just announced all this stuff today.
So
I mean, I'm not complaining.
The standard.
You want to know about the DVC resorts?
The standard cabin will have a pull-out table and TV and a window to view out into space. It sleeps 4 to 5 people with a queen bed and 2 bunk beds for 1 adult each, and a wall pull down for 1 adult if sleeping 5. It'll have a mini refrigerator, hair dryer, in-cabin safe, phone, interactive TV, and amenities. And then in the Galaxy class suite, it's for 4 people, not 5. They have a Grand Captain suite, which is a 2-bedroom suite, and that holds 8. And so here are your sample standard cabin rates. It is $1,209 or $4,800, and this is for 2. Let's say it's $1,200 per guest or $5,000 total. For 3 guests, which is 2 adults and 1 child, would be about $53. And 4 guests in a cabin, 3 adults and 1 child would be $6,000.
And that's just starting out prices. Like
Yes.
that's like a weekday.
Yes.
That's insane because it's per person. And the reason it's per person instead of per room is because those people are getting food included and they're getting personal experiences. So,
Right.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's either going to be like a big hit and people are going to love it, or it's going to be a big flop.
Oh yeah. I heard about that, Randy. The iceberg fell and injured 3 people at the Titanic in Pigeon Forge.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know it. He said it. I'll be out there in October. Hopefully they have that fixed by then. I don't have my ears on.
And
Neither do you guys.
I don't either. I usually don't for travel talk. I think that the pricing, I think Disney kind of had already said it was going to be a pretty substantial price.
Yeah, they did.
But I think that people were like, oh, Disney's really not going to charge that much.
I mean, I expected it to be that much.
I did too.
Because I know that, a lot of places in Orlando have like very themed houses. Like they have a Harry Potter themed house and they have all these different
houses. Yes.
And they charge so much to stay in those. And you already know that now that Universal's going to see if this is a flop or not. And if it's not, they're going to do a Harry Potter one just like
that. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. Disney is waiting to see how this goes. If it goes well, I definitely see a Harry Potter one in in the future, and even in Epic Universe, because the construction has halted on Epic Universe. They haven't restarted that yet, and it's super easy to change while you're still in construction mode.
Mm-hmm.
If I were Universal, I would hold off a little bit on
Randy, he said it stings that the ice fell, but my heart will go on.
Randy. Hey, Nicole, welcome in.
It's like a dad joke. Oh, what did my boss say today? Oh, he was like, we were trying to figure out how to spell somebody's name because it was an interesting name. And he goes, how do you spell it? And I said, IT. He's like, huh? I was like, you spell it, IT. He's like, that's a dad joke. I was like, well, now it's a mom joke.
So I agree with you, Christy. I think Universal's going to go, how's this going to go?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are balking at the price. Everything that I've seen is like, I am not mortgaging my house for 2 nights.
But you know those Star Wars fans, like the big
I
Star
know.
Wars fans are going to be all over it.
It gets a different demographic into the parks, especially if it's centered. You literally are not leaving the hotel other than for a short half a day in Galaxy's Edge, where you're guaranteed to ride Rise of the Resistance and Smuggler's Run. It's guaranteed.
They need like another ride or two in that area. Because, I mean, you're paying all this money and you're going into one park to ride 2 rides. I think they need a couple more rides to make this a full experience.
I don't know. Like, maybe we should all chip in and get the Grand Captain's Suite that holds like 8 people.
I don't know that I would want to be down at the parks and not experience all the parks.
I know, and see, that's the thing. Are people going to go down just for those 2 nights, or are they going to add on another trip on like
I think that the people that do it are probably going to book like a 5 to 8 day trip, because that's average. We usually book 8 days, and they're going to spend the 3 days at that resort, the 2 nights, 3 days. And then they're going to go on to their other resort and experience the rest of it. So they'll spend like 3 of their 8 days.
Well, they're being escorted out of the hotel by no later than 10 a.m. according to the website.
Yeah, but when you resort hop like that, like when you book multiple resorts,
yeah,
you have your stuff packed up and put in the lobby, and they transfer it to the other resort.
Yeah, agreed. But
so
I'm
you can just go on about your business and go on to the next park.
If you figure at the high one that we looked at, which was 3 adults and 1 child, $6,000 for 2 nights. Granted, your food is included, and yes, you get to ride the 2 big Star Wars rides.
Look at her face.
But yeah. Oh yeah.
My trip wasn't even that much, and I'm there for a whole week.
See, that's the thing. That's what people are balking about. They're like, I'm not mortgaging my house. I'm not putting myself in debt to experience this.
Me and my sister were there for 10 days, and it was $2,600.
So, like, okay,
In
if they were
October.
giving you like the biggest room in the possible world, and then you got like a free lightsaber, it's not free because you're freaking paying for it. A really cool like Star Wars cloak, all the photo ops you want,
That doesn't include Memory Maker.
all the eating you want.
Well,
then I
they don't
did it.
really hear about Memory Maker when you're. Well, I guess they probably will have.
You can put that towards a Disney wedding if you wanted to spend that much money in Disney.
Sam and I are going to be there for 2 weeks, and our trip is only $4,000 for 2 weeks at All Star Music.
Yeah.
Granted, it doesn't include food, but that's our hotel and tickets and Memory Maker.
So 2 weeks, that's 2 days is $6,000. How much
Well,
food
like
did
back
you
in
eat in 2 days?
Back in October, before they had the vaccination, they were hard for people to come. So literally 10 days at Pop. So not even the lowest resort pricing at Pop was only $2,600 for the 2 of us.
Right.
Yeah, I'm staying at Pop, and if Josh and I were
Memory
to go together, it was like for the whole week. It's with Memory Maker, it was $2,500 for 2 people a whole week.
So,
Memory Maker.
I think
Are you
it's
guys
going to.
splitting the price of the 20?
Well, so I'm just going now. So the price split, but then Crystal added on to that. So then it like went back up, but Crystal's paying her part of it. So it's like not that big of a deal.
I see, like, it may be like the diehard Star Wars fans, like they remember when the first movie came out, they watched it in the theater.
None of us were even around when the first movie came out.
Josh is a diehard Star Wars fan, and I can tell you right now, in no way in HE double hockey sticks would he pay $6,000 just for 2 nights. That doesn't include your plane ticket. That doesn't include all that. He would be like, no. You know what we could do with $6,000? This is what he would tell me. He's like, you know how much food we could eat at Vegas for $6,000?
That's kind of like the Grand Floridian, the room I stayed in that for free was around $1,000 a night. I would never pay $1,000 a night for a room. I don't care if it's castle view. I don't care if it has vaulted ceilings. I am not paying that much per night for a room. But I'll stay there for free if you give it to me for free.
Right, which is totally understandable. But holy jeez, 2 days. Like if they were like, your 2 days are going to be here, and then your rest of your week, like it's another like whatever amount of days, and you're in Pop or another like nicer hotel for the rest of it. Okay, maybe I can see that, but it's just 2 days, and then you have to pay extra for all that other stuff.
But it's also like I feel like Disney resorts just overcharge anyway, because the price for Pop is way higher than the price for the deluxe resorts at Universal. And everything I've seen, the deluxe resort are not the deluxe, the value resorts at Universal, and everything I've seen, the value resorts at Universal are way better than the value resorts at Disney. And it's like $88 a night, and that's without any discounts.
Oh, wow.
That's like the same price as a regular resort off property.
Yeah.
You still get the perks of early access into the park, which you don't at Disney at the value resorts, only the deluxe resorts.
For evening.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I really think that I'm really interested to see. I can't talk. I'm really interested to see how quickly it books up. I mean, I know there's probably people that as soon as they announced it at D23 several years ago, they were putting money back for this experience.
Yeah, so, some people are that big of fans. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Star Wars. I wouldn't, but I'm telling you, if Universal does a Harry Potter thing like that, I'm saving that money and I'm going. I don't care.
$6,000 though.
I don't care if it's $2,000 a night. If it's Harry Potter, I'm doing it.
Especially, okay, like let's go with a Harry Potter themed one. Let's tangent out. Okay, so when you got there, like you could be sorted into a house. And
they better put me where I belong too.
My luck, I'd get put as a Slytherin or something, you know.
What are you, Hufflepuff? You're Hufflepuff.
I'm Hufflepuff.
I don't care what the experience is and what you're doing. If you are not getting a free wand, a sorting hat to take home, a robe to take home,
I think they could include a free wand,
like all of this extra stuff, and you're not there for more than 2 days. $6,000 is not worth it in my eyes. I don't care what it is, who it is. Like, I don't care if Harry Potter
Universal would actually
it's not worth it.
Because if you think about it, part of the whole experience in the Wizarding World is using the wand.
Yeah.
So I think that they would include a wand in there.
Yeah, but part of the experience of being in Star Wars is having a lightsaber.
And we don't know if
the lightsabers aren't interactive at Galaxy's Edge, whereas the wands are interactive in Wizarding World.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, why wouldn't they take that as a way to get you to spend more money?
That's a good question. And that would be a question for Disney Imagineer.
Yeah. I feel like Disney is more after the buck than Universal is. I feel like Universal tries to cater to everybody and makes their stuff affordable, and then they pack in their parks, and they have a lot longer wait times than Disney does. And Disney is trying to like eliminate the people that can't really afford, like, hey, let's go to the park for a day. It's going to cost us $100, no big deal. Whereas like Disney's more like, oh, you want to come to the park for a day? It's going to cost you like $150.
Yeah, I agree.
But my question is, because I've obviously never been to either park. You said the wait lines are more at Universal.
Yes, but you can upgrade to what's equivalent to a fast pass.
But I heard that's like $100 extra per person.
It is, unless you're staying at a deluxe resort, and then it's free.
Yeah,
Yep.
so like that's where, okay, your $80 ticket or $100 ticket in, now it's $200.
Well, so also when you're comparing stuff, annual passes at Universal's way cheaper than Disney. For example, I've got one step below the highest annual pass. The only thing I don't get is I don't get free fast passes after 4 p.m. I don't get free valet parking, and I don't get a Halloween Horror Nights ticket. I still get all the discounts. I still get free parking, and my annual pass is like $349 a year. The next one up is like $125 more, but you get free fast passes after 4 p.m. You get free valet, not valet parking, but free premier parking, which is really close to the park. And you get 20% discount off of everything instead of 10%.
Okay.
Disney's cheapest one is at Disneyland is $400. You have blackout dates like crazy. You get 10% off food and stuff. You don't get free parking.
And I'm not saying Disney is cheap at all, obviously.
Gouging people.
But my question is, so, because I watched a YouTuber that went to Orlando, actually, and it looked really fun. Like, it looked great. But she waited 4 or 5 hours to get into her hotel alone.
Okay,
Where did she stay?
it's probably Cabana Bay.
Is that
Like
normal?
like everywhere else, Universal and Disney are having problems with hiring.
I'll say.
Lena,
Go ahead. Sorry.
sorry, I choked.
She died.
Don't die.
I am on the live stream. So somebody had said that it was at least a 6-month to a 1-year wait to get hired at Disney. And so Sam and I were thinking about moving up there next June. And so I put in an application, and they wanted to hire me on the spot last night. Literally, I filled out the application, and I was interviewing by Zoom last night. And they're like, well, if you could move here in the 2 weeks, we would take you right now. And I'm like, I was looking at more like a year from now, because I was told that you guys were having a 6-month wait. Like, we are so desperate for people. We are literally hiring on the spot. If you were in Orlando, we would have you in Traditions tomorrow.
Wow.
So it's really easy to get a job at Disney right now.
Sammy, the way that works, and from what I've understand, you can do it the same way at Universal, is you don't have to wait for your hotel room. We didn't realize that our first time. We checked in at 2 p.m. and our room wasn't ready until 11 p.m.
No, they didn't even check in, though. They were waiting to check in for that.
Yeah. So what I'm getting at is that they don't have enough people. They just like everywhere else, and they're trying to open up the other resorts, and they're just low on people.
Well, why didn't they do online check-in?
They did. It's online check-in, but you still have to go up to your room to the front desk to get your key. They don't have a separate line for online check-in. So it's not normal, because I've been to Universal to check in, and the wait times right now is not normal. So don't let that kind of go, oh, I'm not going to go because the wait time.
I just was more, and there was that, and then she was saying that, like, there seemed to be, like, and I don't know how Disney is, but it seemed like when the thunderstorms came, there was a lot less you could do in Universal than you could do at Disney when it's pouring down rain.
The same way.
Her exact words was, I paid a lot of money to do a lot of nothing.
And see, that Universal does have a lot more outdoor attractions than Disney does.
At least Islands of Adventure does. There's a lot more indoor ones over at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anytime there are storms, all the outside rides will shut down.
Even at Disney
parks. Yeah.
Well, I figured because electric.
Mm-hmm.
Lightning.
Lightning and electricity.
What was that thing in the sky called? But
Even
I
the
just
rain. Even the rain would do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. If
you're at the water park though, and as long as it's not lightning or thundering, they'll leave the rides open.
Yeah, because she was saying in her vlog that it was like they don't reopen like the pools or anything until 30 minutes after the last strike, which makes total sense. Like, I'm not complaining about that at all. I just when I like outweigh all my stuff, first of all, like I said, I don't care if it's Disney, Star Wars, or Universal Harry Potter. I am not paying $6,000 for a 2-day stay.
And I don't know
it's not included, like pictures aren't included.
I don't know about Universal, but I know at Disney, when the pools have to close for something like that, they go into the arcades and they take off the payment for the arcades. Like, a little kid left a little brown log in the pool while we were there, and they had to drain it and sanitize the pool and everything else. And they turned off all of the payment for the arcade so the kids could go play in the arcade for free.
Did you go play? I love playing in arcades.
And I did. They also have massage chairs in the arcades. And Sam and I have found that if we take a couple dollars, who eats candy in a pool?
Out of his booty.
He's like Baby Ruth. Tootsie Rolls.
Yep, Tootsie Rolls. If we take $2 or $3 and put it in the massage chairs, right, like when we get back from the room or back from the parks and we've like went to the room and cleaned up and stuff for the evening, it's a wonderful way to end the day, and it really kind of rejuvenates you for the next day.
They just need to put those massage chairs in everybody's room.
Sam and I are like, we need to like just have something that we can like strap to the like those ones that you can buy for your office chairs and take those with us.
Oh, Opryland Hotel, which is here in Nashville, they actually have a shoe cleaning booth where men can sit up there and they'll like.
Yes, we have those in our airport out here.
Atlanta has that in their airport.
They probably have it here in the Nashville airport, but I haven't flown in like 4 years. It's been a while.
But anyway, my whole point is $6,000 for 2 nights. No all you can eat buffet all 24 hours a day. No pictures, no free merchandise.
And see, we don't know any of that. We don't know if what exactly they're gonna get.
But I feel like they'd be advertising it.
You can do an all-inclusive resort in Jamaica for cheaper than that, and they do have 24/7 food and alcohol. I know from experience.
Out of the country for way cheaper than that. Like that is insane.
I can go on a cruise. For cheaper than that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like Josh is a diehard Star Wars fan, and he would be like, "Do you know how much we could do for $6,000? Like, do you know how many game systems we can get? Do you know how many trips we can take? Do you know how many this we can do? Like, that's like putting money down for a house. Like, so much you can do for $6,000 that 2 nights is not worth it. 2 months, maybe I'd go stay for 2 months in Disney for $6,000, but 2 days, no.
We've done 8 days for that much for four people.
But that's 8 days for 4 people.
Yeah. We're doing, like I said, we're doing 4,000 for 2 weeks, but that's not including food, and that didn't include our marathon registration or any shopping or anything.
Ours did include. It was actually 9,000, and ours did include food. It included. It was the table service, quick service, and 2 snack credits per day. But it was before, and it was 8 days, and it was like 9,000. It was at the lowest.
4 people, because this is just one person, right?
No,
it's up to 4 people.
It's up to 4 people.
Okay.
It's 1,000. It was what $1,200 a night per person.
Yeah.
Per person. So you're
What
talking
if there's only one person going? So then it's just 1,200.
Yeah, $1,200 a night per person. So if it's just one person going, it's $1,200 a night. If it's 4 people going, it's actually $780 something a night per person. The price goes down with how many people you add to it.
Yeah.
So crazy.
And you're talking, so if you have 4 people for the 2 nights and 3 days, it's 5,000. What was it? 5,199. Is that what it was? I think she's looking.
I think so. Ryan saying
Randy was saying 5K is on that Thursday, isn't it?
Okay, yes, the 5K is on the 5K is on Thursday, 10K is on Friday, half is on Saturday, and full marathon is on Sunday. And we are going home on Sunday. So yeah, we'll be going home and we plan to spend all day on Wednesday at the expo. And Sam, I think, is going to vlog and I'm going to live stream.
Yes, Sammy, it's $5,999 a night for 4 people.
3 adults and 1 child.
Yeah, per night, because it's $1,200 per person. But if you're doing 4 people, it's $5,499 for 2 nights and 3 days. So that's total. So it's after your taxes and all that stuff, it would be $6,000 for 2 nights and 3 days for 4 people total. But that's still high.
That's still for 2 nights only. Yes.
Yeah, that's still really high.
Because even if it's 2 people, that's $2,400 for 2 nights.
Well, like I said, the price goes down per person. Once you 2 people is $1,200 a night. 3 people is, I think, $899 a night.
Yeah, so
and then 4
4
people is $789 a night. So that's why it's like.
Oh yeah, and so for 2 people, because you each pay $1,200.
Yeah, for the 2
Right.
people you pay $1,200, and then for the 3 people you pay like $800 and something a piece, and then if it's 4 people you
Okay,
pay.
so if 2 people stay 2
$700.
nights, it would be $4,800.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I'm just
But
like.
it does include food.
Still, I am planning for myself only $700 for the whole week that I'm in Disney. Like $100 a day. I'm there 7 days or 6 days or whatever. That's still less than what I would be paying for just 2 nights with food included.
Yeah. I mean, it's a specialty thing. I mean, people are going to do it. I wouldn't do that if it was Harry Potter. I probably would, but I wouldn't do that for Star Wars.
I want to do it for anything.
Somebody's going to do it because they wouldn't have just built this without having.
Yeah, you know who's going to do it? The rich people.
Yeah.
People who have the dollars that thousands of dollars are literally just dollar bills to them.
For the people that have been saving up for it since they announced it 3 years ago.
Yep.
Because there are people that have been doing that.
Yep. Well, we are about 10 minutes away from the end of the stream, so we will start kind of winding down, and we'll let you know what's coming up on our channels.
We did not get to DVCs.
We will eventually.
Sorry, I kind of took over with all my complaining.
Oh, no, you're fine. We don't mind.
Christy is first.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Hold on, let me go over that. Collabs. So I've had I'm really shocked. I've had a lot of companies reach out to me lately asking me to do reviews. If you haven't seen them, I have done a couple recently. And tomorrow's video is a folding table, actually.
Really?
Yes, I just recorded it yesterday and edited it today and scheduled it for tomorrow. And then Friday is, I think, shampoo and conditioner review. But yeah, so I've posted a video every day this week. Normally I only post Mondays and Fridays, but I have done it every day this week because the reviews that companies ask me to do, they're more time sensitive.
Yeah.
And rather than just putting them out a month down the road, they're more time sensitive. So I've got a review video coming out tomorrow morning. And then we're in August. Why do I still have July's on here? Let's get rid of that.
That's a great question.
I've got Year of the Ear coming up on the 22nd. We've got a collab on Magical Makeup with Christy coming up on the 26th.
Ooh.
And that's literally all I have for this month. But we do have Magical Makeup tomorrow. We're doing watermelon themed. And we've got we've got some guests throughout this month on Magical Makeup. And then Friday night, Lena is hosting Castle Chat.
She is.
I am. All right. Sammy, you are up.
I am Sammy. The end.
She has a small shop called Put Some Magic on It.
Oh, you almost messed it up.
And Sammy is working on lots of things, and she is becoming an MMA fighter. And so she's looking for someone to fight. So please message her manager if you're looking for your next
Who's
boss.
my manager, Lena?
Sam.
Oh, I feel so safe.
The special forces guys, you're not your manager.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But I do have a small shop. It's called Put Some Magic on It. I have ears on there, color changing tumblers. I'm off all next week because my mom's coming, so I want to try to get some Halloween-y things up there. I said weenie.
So 5 years old. Like,
so keep an eye out for that. And then I'm thinking like right after Halloween, beginning of November, I'll have like some Christmassy, like early Black Friday day sales, like the Cyber Monday stuff. I don't know what Cyber Monday is. It's like the 12th.
the Monday after Thanksgiving.
I don't know if it'll be that early. I'll have my own Sammy Monday sale. I have Year of the Ear this year. Well, the rest of this year I do, actually. That's a true statement. But this month I'm in it. And I made some custom fabric for my ears, and those are available. And if you've been to some of the lives, you have seen sneak peeks of them and stuff like that. So if you want to order some of those are on my shop. They're great for food and wine. I have Christy's collab thingy. I'm on Magical Makeup as well. I'll be a little late tomorrow since I do work. I think I close tomorrow, so I'll be here a little bit late. Friday.
That reminds me that I need to get StreamYards, pay for it for this month.
Friday, we're on Lena's channel, and then Sunday we do craft and chat, and then I'm getting my hair did next Friday, so you'll see a new hairdo.
Hello, Randy. Why is Randy saying hello with his
Because
hairdo?
instead of saying ha ha ha, I said hello because I am tired.
Forgotten favorites every month. The rest of this going through, I'm in as well, and I think that's everything. And I'm getting better at this. You're welcome. You missed it last Sunday, Craft and Chat. I was like flawless, and we had no viewers.
Yeah, we had nobody in on Friday or on Sunday, and yeah, it was great. All right, so hello, my name is Lena. I am half of the Hall Family Adventures. Chronologically, I have a daily video.
They're great. I've been watching them.
So starting this past Sunday, we started daily videos, and the whole month of August is related to our cruise. So definitely, if you are interested in what cruising looks like right now, make sure to check out those videos. I think tomorrow starts.
You hit the road tomorrow.
I think we hit the road tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
we packed.
Well, you never know in my timeline of videos what exactly is happening next. But I'm pretty sure
passed right through my town and didn't even bother to stop and say hi.
Okay, she didn't even make a detour to come say hi to me either.
I didn't think Christy wanted me banging on her door at like 1 a.m.
Probably not.
There you go.
What about the detour you didn't take?
You're the other direction.
She's like halfway across the country.
I'm still offended.
Great. So for live stream Sunday, we have Craft and Chat. Next Wednesday is the final coffee corner for the summer. So come hang out with us one last Wednesday before school starts.
Did you do coffee corner today?
I did at 1:30 for only half an hour. And I gave away my Kennedy Space Center tickets. I had 2 people in the chat. So
what time is your coffee chat up?
7 a.m. Central Time, 6 a.m. your time. She's like,
I really on for
about an hour.
Yeah, we try to stick to an hour because I have to work.
I worked out that morning, and my mom is in town that morning.
That's okay.
So I was gonna try to get on, but I'll
That's
be
okay.
off.
And then tomorrow night on Christy's channel, Magical Makeup. On Friday, we're back here for Castle Chat, and I have that Diz Girl as my guest. So come hang out with us as we chat with her. And that's about it. So thank you everyone for coming and hanging out with us. Oh yes, Sam and I are both fundraising for Give Kids the World for our 5K. Mike link is in the chat, and both of our links are on my link tree on Instagram. I am a little over halfway to my goal. I have 55 raised. Sam has 5. So that's
struggling a little, huh?
Sammy.
I was his donator.
Yeah.
If you guys don't donate, that means you guys don't want to give kids the world, and that's pretty messed up.
What I'm doing, is if you donate and you have a channel, I am shouting you out on my Instagram, and you will be shouted out in our 5K related video.
I think you did my shout out wrong. You called me the wrong channel.
Did I really?
Yeah, you did.
What'd she call you?
I think I'll look. Hold on.
I know it was the wrong channel because I was really confused. I was like, either she didn't mean.
I did. Oops, I'll redo it. I deleted it. I'll redo it.
What'd you call me again?
I called you the Griswold Family Vacay because I copy and pasted the same thing because I liked how it was worded, and I just didn't get the name changed.
So next time you're gonna say Danger Prone Daphne?
I am Danger Prone Daphne.
It's okay. You don't know my name. Christy forgets about me. It's fine. I'm literally useless to you.
She really doesn't know Randy's name. She called him Ryan today again. Yeah,
but she doesn't hang out with Randy almost every day.
That is really true. Sammy's like,
maybe if you texted me more often, I'd remember you.
The phone works both ways, Christy.
Whoa, cat fight.
Fair point. Fair point.
All right.
You know what I forgot to do, Lena?
What?
When I was going through my makeup, I didn't go through my lipstick.
You get pretty good at makeup. Are you sending it to Lena and I?
I sent her a bunch of shadows. I can send you the lipsticks.
Have your lips been on them?
Well, yeah.
See, I was in theater growing up from like kindergarten to my senior year of high school. It literally doesn't faze me.
But like, are they like gently used?
Yeah, I'm not gonna send you something that's like badly used.
I don't want your slobber all over it.
Like literally,
on my lips.
She's gonna lick every single one of them before she mails them.
I'll take them. I don't have a lot of lip colors because I'm not very adventurous on the color of lipping.
Mine are all pretty much normal colors. When I use crazy colors, I mix it with eyeshadow.
Literally in drama, you'll use the lipstick and then you'll pass it to the person next to you. So, I mean, it doesn't faze me. I'm like, sell on eBay. Creepy guys probably would pay.
Oh my gosh. You know, I saw stuff on Macari and had someone reach out to me today. I had 3 postings out there. One was like $11, one was like $30, and the other one was like $10. And she was like, "Can I get all 3 of these for $20?" I'm like, "Can you add? Are you crazy?"
Math.
Like, no.
So I fixed Sammy's, so we're good. So thank you everyone for coming to hang out with us. Guys, we'll say goodbye backstage like normal.
Bye. Farewell.
On Christy's channel for Magical Makeup. Bye guys.